Hi friends, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is B, and I make content about literally anything and everything I'm into, and I'm into a lot of different things, so there's a lot of content about random things. Last week, I posted a video about me running a 5K. This week, I'm gonna post a video, a reading blog. 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now, I posted about like life advice. I post about everything. We're still trying to figure it out. So you're welcome to hang out. We'd love to have you. Today's vlog's a little bit different. Like I was saying, I'm doing a reading vlog, but the catch is I beta read this book. I beta read the second installment in a fantasy series that I cannot name currently. Because the name hasn't been announced yet. But one of my best friends is writing a book series, a fantasy book series. The series name is The Crown Killer Saga. The first book in the series is Heirs of Destruction. Boom. Love it. And I don't want to say too much, so I'm not going to say much at all. You can read Heirs of Destruction now. I think it's still on Amazon, and I believe it's also on Barnes & Noble's website. I will link the link to the book down below, and all of Tina's socials, of course. But I did this reading vlog last week because I had 2 days off last week. So I'm gonna insert myself here and then insert myself at the end, and we can talk a little bit. I can't give you too many details. Again, this was a beta read. If you don't know what that means, it means that I read a draft version of the novel and gave some feedback, and we had a really fun feedback session a couple of days ago, actually. But I can't tell you anything about the book right now, so I'm sorry about that. But okay, reading vlog time. Boo.
different than all the rest. I'm quite old-fashioned, wear a hat, sometimes play chess. And when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage fling. But all complexions that I adore, so hard to find, these seem impossible to score. So I dream on to someday find that vintage love. I kept on looking, but everyone's such a bore. And out of a sudden,
Whoa, that was so cool, right? Right? You guys are totally enthralled by almost 5 minutes of me reading and not being able to say anything. Cash, I don't even know where to begin. The first thing I will say is that Tien's mind, the mind on this person, they are extremely creative. Their execution, their prose just absolutely blows me away every single time. I've talked about their book Sacrilege before, and I mean, it was my favorite book of all time, one of my favorite books of all time. I went into this one very excited. T's fantasy style is a really intentional and very clever mix of like everything the girlies are eating up right now, but toned down, and then everything that like dudes in like the 70s and 80s would read, actually, like literally like Dune and Tolkien and all these like if your dad played D&D when he was in high school, like those things. And I mean that with the utmost. I mean that as a compliment. But I think it's just clever because she loves both of those kinds of those different subgenres of fantasy, and to be able to kind of mix them together and to create this thing that is beautiful. And I'm sorry, I can't like say too much, so I'm trying to kind of talk around it, to create this story that is beautiful and powerful and takes tropes that you know from your more like romantasy authors, and also high fantasy tropes that you might know from Lord of the Rings or Dune. Just incredible work. So yeah, it's also really fun to have the opportunity to beta read for somebody I'm friends with, and to be a part of that creative process and offer feedback and ideas, and just be a part of a community, because there are so many different people that beta read for T, and I know them and some of them are my friends, and so that's also a lot of fun to be able to kind of like collaborate in a way, to bring about feedback and offer feedback and, you know, help out a friend on a project. I mean, I love being a part of a creative process, and so it's really cool to get the opportunity to beta read and to give feedback. So that was fun. If you haven't heard of T and Vetus, like I said earlier, I'm going to link everything down below so that you can follow T online. Hopefully, whenever we get the final draft and everything gets announced and all that good stuff, I'm not sure when that's going to happen, but whenever that does happen, I will obviously let you guys know. We'll revisit this video. I'll tell you a little bit more about the book then, but thanks for hanging out with me. I know this was a little bit different. I know it was really short, but again, like I said, we're trying all different sorts of things out right now, so. Also, I'm traveling next week, so this video and next week's video are probably going to be a little bit shorter than normal. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. If you would like to hang out again, feel free to subscribe. I upload every Sunday. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. All right, bye.